Hello, my name is Stephen Kent, and this is Edinbrook. This is a gameplay display to show you that we have all the basic systems, the questing system, the journal systems, and the state of the game. This will be posted on YouTube, and we'll have consistent developer updates every time there's a major change to the game. All right, so starting off, this is a OGL 1.0A compatible game. It is our complete unique system, and we are trying to emulate what it would be like to have a single player tabletop experience in a digital world. We have different races. Each race has a description: orc, lightborn, dwarf, elf, gnome. I love orcs the most, so I'll be an orc. Man-at-arms, kinsman. These classes will be implemented soon. I have the battle mage, but the intro is not complete, so right now just the man-at-arms is playable. Strength, accuracy, vitality, wits, and retention are all of the skills in question. They can go up to a 16 modifier. And you just basically are creating the stat sheet of a character that you want to play. I'm playing a man-at-arms. Man-at-arms want strength and wits as their primary category. Wits is skill value and the ability to shrug off magical effects. Personality traits. These are 5 major personality traits: agreeableness, conscientiousness, extroversion, eroticism, and openness. These will give you benefits and penalties in your play style, and they will be expressed through dialogue as well as certain events that occur in the game. The feats are battle clarity, knockdown, power attack. All of these feats are exclusive to the man-at-arms. You get to pick one. Slow down time and see the battlefield with heightened perception. Skills. The skill choices are those of the 3.5 D&D, which is completely usable. We'll just pick 4 random. I'm not going to pick craft, but I'll pick 4 random skills for this demo. It won't matter that much. Okay, so here's a breakdown of my character. There's my race, my class, all of the stats associated. This is my backstory. I can type whatever I want in here. I can type about who my character is, why my character exists. This is purely for the player to have a description of the backstory of the character in which they're playing. This is the name. We'll go strong. Why not? Okay, so the backstory is only relevant to the player. But since this is a role-playing game, we really want to stress the values of role-play. And this is a great way to immerse yourself into the character. Okay, so we start the game. We have the option of doing the tutorial or skipping the tutorial and going straight into graduation day. We're going to do the tutorial. I'm going to try and talk as little as possible, but I will explain things quickly and concisely as best I can. So first I'm going to leave. I'm going to sprint. And there's no fall damage yet. I haven't decided the impact of fall damage. Talk to this guy. We're going to take a written test. There's a library. And when we're done, we're going to go to the archery range. So from here, I'm going to go inside just to show you what he's talking about. This is the room. There are 4 books. Each book tells you something. That noise is a glitch or bug, pardon me, that I need to fix. So there you go. This tells you a little bit about the world that we're in. It'll be fleshed out substantially once I have the ability to bring a scriptwriter into the equation. I'm going to leave and go to the archery range. These guys are practicing magic, and that'll be relevant to the battle mage. Not relevant to me, though. I'm sprinting. Okay, it says hit each target Each target will change color. When all three are green, you will have completed the game. This is an explanation of how to get the archery feat. Press tab, choose rapid shot, knock an arrow by pushing right mouse button, release the arrow by pushing left mouse button, press Q, and repeat 2 times as fast as possible. So we're going to get our bow and arrow out. And just to show you, if I don't have access to the rapid shot feat, I cannot shoot fast enough to turn all of them green. But if I have rapid shot available, I can hit all 3 within 0.5 seconds of each other. And this will be relevant to combat. All of the feats in the game are going to substantially change how you interact with the world. So now we come over here. Congratulations, you passed. Head over to the melee ring. For some reason, I think it's because the way the ground is, he glitches sometimes. So there we go. Okay, longsword. He doesn't like the fact that we use a longsword because I'm an orc, and orcs should always use battle axes. Just saying. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we did before. I have 2 basic attacks. I have right and left in rapid succession. I have block, and I have counterattack. By holding block and then using attack, I can counter. This allows me to break the attack of the person hitting me and then respond. And now we're going to put cleave. And boom. Okay, so we just broke the dummy with our cleave, and we are ready for our test. I'm going to head back to my bed. Yes, all of the assets in the game are from the either assets that were given free by Unreal, or Epic Games, I should say, or things that I purchased from the marketplace. I don't have any artistic ability, so you'll have to forgive me. I mean, look at this, right? So we sleep the next day, we wake up, and now we're ready to take our test. There will be fall damage in the game. I just haven't decided how impactful I want it to be. Talk to him. Sit down, take your test. Afterwards, talk to me. Okay. I have 30 minutes to complete the test. What is the purpose of Man at Arms rank? Act in the best interest of Edinburgh and be a leader of men in times of war. When was it created? That's power. To gather knowledge, allow people the God-given right to access it in a safe and controlled environment. Magic barriers keep most enemies out. It has been proven to be the best decision since most monsters evolve quickly, making killing them difficult. And that will be relevant to the rest of the game. And then last but not least, there we go. Okay. Come over and talk to this guy. Perfect score. Who would have guessed that I'd get a perfect score? Ha. And yes, you can fail the test. If you fail the test, it's pretty hilarious, but I'll let you figure that out on your own as soon as we implement it. Okay. Again, pulling out the sword, setting cleave. We'll just go super fast. Continue the sword. Cleave. Boom. There we go. Okay. Rapid shot. Sprint out. There are no footsteps because the bow and arrow I got from the marketplace, and I had to set it up slightly different than the rest of the weapon kits in the game. The weapons that you utilize. And so, okay, same thing. There we go. And I'm proficient. So they said, congratulations, you graduated. Let's go talk to this guy. Nothing that you see will be present in the final product. This is all stand-in, quick, just to give you an idea of what it is I'm trying to write. Okay, so now, Stone of Detect Magic. This is pretty cool. It lets you see magical auras. Signet. This allows you the ability to prove that you're a man-at-arms. This gives you special privileges in the world. This is your journal. For some reason, it's not working. And your basic potion. If you use this, then you can't use your potion belt, which is right here. Basic potion. I have full hit points, so if I try to use it, nothing happens. Alright, Edinburgh, the beautiful city of Edinburgh. Let's go to the tavern. So everybody knows in D&D, we start at the tavern. Everybody knows in fantasy tabletop RPGs, if you don't go to the tavern first, you're committing a blasphemy. I'm just saying. You'll hear voice acting. It's my son. There will be voice acting.
Again. Finally done with all that training at the academy. Here's one on the house for the graduate. What else can I get you?
There's going to be fully voice acted everything, if we can afford it.
I hear Samantha's child is missing. Been a few days. Makes me sad to think it, but I think he may be dead. No one has seen him in the city. And he's known for walking out of the gate. Yeah, house next to the cemetery. You can't miss it.
Okay. You got that. You got the gist of it. My other son also does some voice acting in the game. You'll see that later. You'd be surprised at how hard it is to find people willing to voice act in your product for you. Just saying. It's like pulling teeth. I asked a lot of people and they're like, no. I'm like, why? And they're like, because. Like, that's not a reason. It's a good enough reason. Alright. Since I already know where I'm going, I'll speed it along. Over there, you see those mountains? Those mountains represent the barrier. So there is a physical, magical barrier that will protect this area from incursion from many enemies. And so it's really important that you understand that this world is dangerous. And they've kind of created a system where they can live in an extraordinarily dangerous world and exist in relative prosperity. So if we were to go over those mountains, that's when we fight the really nasty stuff. Again, these are all pre-purchased assets. Nothing is custom. The intention is to eventually change that. All right. Here we go. I press G to turn on my light. Grab my bow. There we go. There are crouch stealth mechanics, but there will not be a thievery based exploration. So no stealing from NPCs. It just doesn't make sense in this world. Okay, he decided just to look at me. I'll just go ahead and shoot you. Weird. Yeah, AI needs overhaul. Can loot these guys. I decided to change my inventory system. My inventory system currently looks something like this, but I was thinking of having a text-based looting system. So it'll be like, you looted this, you looted this, you looted this. You have no encumbrance. And this is important because if you had encumbrance, it would prevent you from being able to exist in the world appropriately. I know that probably doesn't make much sense, but I'm gonna come over here. Hey, Logan! This is my son, Logan.
Did my mom send you? You're not going to throw lights at me like that monster did, are you?
Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's sprint out of here. Okay. If they had spotted me, which they did not spot me, there will be modifications made to their sensory perception systems. They would be chasing me right now, and the music would change and all that, but I'm a sneaky guy, so I don't have to worry about that. And we fall through the floor. Where's Logan? I don't know. We need to find him. Now, in this world, I want the underground to be very scary. I want it to almost feel like a horror game. When you're above ground, I want it to feel very light and happy. I want the music to reflect a more capable, happy, pleasant place to live with nasty, scary monsters that might try to eat you. But when you go underground, I want it to be tense and dark. I want it to be difficult. I want the monsters to get scary. Not just hard to kill, but scary. Okay. Looking for Logan. Where is he? Whoa! There you go. There is a bug where the enemy is not attacking properly. I just gotta fix that. It's not hard. Yeah. Like, that should have hit me. But for some reason, sometimes it just doesn't work. So. Got me. Alright. We're gonna go basic potion, and we're gonna heal ourselves back up to full. And this is a Spectre, so he has the ability to actually... And of course, you know, that's Sarvingar? Something like that. From Paragon. So he's just a stand-in temporarily.
Wow, look at this room.
And we found Logan. He's touching all the treasure because he's a little kid.
Hey, look what I found.
Yeah, he's not winning any voice acting awards. Let's see what you got there. So we got a sword in our inventory. We don't know anything about its value. We click on it, we only know that it's a glowing green blade that seems to focus your attention whenever you think about it. Just pulls your gaze. Maybe that's... We use the gem of teleportation, and we're back. Very poorly scripted quest. I will be the first to agree to that. But the person who I have on tap, who may decide to join up, he hasn't decided yet. I have to secure his salary. Anyway. So I can either be a dick and ask to secure payment now, or I can leave her alone and gain it later. So we'll be nice and we'll let her stay with her son. We leveled. Now this is where things are unique in my game. I've never played a game like this before, but in order for you to level, you have to go to a bed. I wonder where I got the idea for that from. But here's the thing. You have to be able to rest. Okay. In most games, when you level, things are immediate. Like you click on a thing and it just poof into your inventory. You click on a feat, a skill, whatever, it just automatically triggers. And I've never really liked that. In my game, you have to earn everything you do. So we go back to our house. And now we have our leveling option. This is very underwhelming. It's just very simple. General feats, skills, and languages. Languages will be available in game. If you have a language available to you, you'll be able to read and understand dialogue and written words, so books and things like that. So we go to skills. We'll hit craft. Craft is not described. Now, we hit our journal. Find someone to teach you craft. That needs to be overhauled, tightened up a little bit, but there's the idea. So in order for me to learn how to craft, I have to find someone to teach me. And that's where this game will differentiate between similar games. This game requires you to seek out mentorship, either in the form of a book or possibly an individual, or to maybe do something specific to learn how to do the thing that you're trying to do. When it comes to skills, you can do any skill in the game, but you gain bonuses and access to new feats, which will give you even more functionality in that skill. So we know 0 weapon skills. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to library. Head to the library. Yeah, throw in fireballs. So we're going to go to library. And yes, fast travel will be implemented in the game. It hasn't been implemented yet. So we'll go the slow way. But yeah, you get bonuses, access to feats, which give you secondary abilities and pretty nice things that will customize your character and your playthrough. And every character will have, hopefully, you can play this game 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times with different characters, different builds, different feats, and gain different experiences based on the choices you've made both in character creation and in the world. Replayability has always been my favorite aspect of a video game. I've always loved games like Elder Scrolls. I've always loved games like CRPGs that have really in-depth mechanics. I've always been a huge fan of MMOs where they're a little less unique in their character design, but where you can role play a character and you can live kind of like a second life without it being too much. So now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click on this bookcase and we're going to find a book, Basics of Weaponsmithing. I have learned how to make a basic weapon, and now we're going to go back to the Wartime Academy to manufacture that sword. Ignore the texture streaming pull over. That's just something I need to go in and manually modify. It's completely fine. Okay. When we get back into the castle, we'll finish off the demo with a crafting explanation. Okay. So we're going to get those items. And now we're going to come over here. We're going to click on this. Actually, we'll hit inventory just to show you. We have iron bars, Arcanium bead. These are just a few of the inventory items that we will have for crafting. Click on that. Now we have a test sword, and we'll craft that. Okay. How crafting works is everything has a DC, and you have to meet or exceed the DC. And so taking craft as a skill, had I went and found the NPC, it's unnecessary at the moment. It's not implemented very well, but it's good to give you an example. What it does is it gives you additional bonuses. So I gain an additional +3 versus my base +4. So I have a +7, and the DC to making a weapon is a DC 5. I cannot fail now when making a weapon. But if I want to make an artifact, that might be a DC 35. And I might not be able to make an artifact easily. So we have feats and abilities that will increase the probability of success, as well as unlock alternate paths and amazing things. So we're done. So we're going to end the game here. And thank you for taking part in this.